something of that.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of special talents, here he is. We welcome back Kyle Draper. How are you, Drape? You playing golf in this fog?
Well, it's a long story. Do we got time?
Yeah, for you always.
All right. So, we haven't seen sun out here for 3 weeks, something like that. And I said, you know what? Today, I pulled up the old weather app and I said to myself, where's the warmest place with some sun? And I said, you know what? Camino, California, where Apple Mountain Golf Course is. So I went up there today to go golfing. Got up there, sunny, 64. People were wearing shorts on the golf course. Wow. I'm like, dang, this is awesome. And Whitey, Apple Mountain's a tough course, and so I had a couple of mulligans, but I'm allowed that. So the first hole, I took a breakfast ball, but then I wound up with a bogey. Second hole, I parred the hole. Third hole, I parred the hole. Okay. And so I'm feeling good. Like my irons are working. And then I get a text. I get a text. Dad, can you come get me from school? I'm like, what's going on? My throat hurts. I said, did you go to the nurse first? Because I'm not just going to come. And she went to the nurse, and sure enough, the nurse called me. So I only got 3 holes in. I'm not going to tell you which kid I had to go get. So I golfed 3 holes today in the sun, and it was great. I may go back tomorrow before that rain moves in. So awesome. That's what's going on.
But you made the most of it.
Yeah, you did. I
did. For 3 holes, 45 minutes. It was good. It was good. Spent more time in the car than actually golfing, but it's all good. I'm not sweating that. I'm not upset about that.
Kids call. You know, you got it.
Hello, is this Sactown Sports Radio? Okay, thank you. I just wanted to call to say hello.
That was Jay playing that. I don't know where that came from.
They tried to out the kid. I
didn't out nobody.
It is. Let me hold up.
That was really cute.
Make sure
actually.
she's sleeping over there. So I'm not going to say which kid it was. So you know what?
What's that?
I'm glad we started talking about this first. But the second topic we got to discuss, Whitey and Kayla. How about my Philadelphia Eagles?
Yeah, how about that?
Smackdown on them Raiders.
Oh, you claiming that W? I know you ain't claiming
that's
that
when
win.
You throw back. That's
he was waiting for this week to come back.
That victory is like you catch a fish. Like under the limit, you got to throw that one back.
Yeah, that's too small.
No, man. No, when you've been dry for about 4 or 5 hours out there fishing and didn't catch anything, you take what you can get.
Taking the minnows.
That was a get right win, sort of like that Niners week win yesterday. That was terrible.
Oh, come on.
I mean, come on, man. The Titans may be the worst coach team in the history of football. It's 3rd and 13, and your defense is playing back. Don't you bring the blitz? Don't you do, it was ridiculous watching that game.
And I don't even know if they can fire, because he's the interim, Kyle. So they've already fired the head coach.
Right.
The interim can't coach. So it's like they're down to just the players coaching themselves, I guess.
Yeah. One thing we can all agree on, the Cowboys ain't going to the playoffs.
Nope.
So, how about that? That's great news.
Love
we
it.
ain't got to worry about the Cowboys.
And Jay was almost literally doing backflips over the fact that the Chiefs are done.
How about that? It's a new day out there, man. The Patriots are in. The Chiefs are out. The Colts. Philip Old Man Rivers getting it done.
Incredible.
How about y'all had to like that as well?
Incredible.
Ain't nobody talking about that poor performance by Joe Burrow yet again, huh?
Ooh, got blanked.
Just triple checking.
He built it for next year. They already eliminated. They build it for next year.
What's this, year 7 coming up?
Did you see, Jay, that they had snow there and they didn't clean the seats off for the fans?
I did. Man,
and it's a league rule that you have to do that.
You're talking about a bad organization.
Yeah.
Man.
The Bills wouldn't have that.
No,
sir.
No.
Yeah, the fans will come and do it for them.
Yeah, they will.
The Bills.
Yeah. Oh, we've got.
Hey, how much time do I got? How much time do I have?
As much as you need.
You see, I'm stalling because I don't want to talk about that game yesterday. I'll tell you that. I'm beating around the bush right here.
Another golf story, maybe?
Well, let me ask you this, and I know that you don't want to talk about, any players, this guy, that guy, but the unofficial start of the trade season is today. Do you have a guess that you think something will happen soon? Maybe not much. Scott Perry, and thank you for mentioning the interview we did with him on the telecast. Scott Perry said, just because it's the 15th, that doesn't mean anything's going to happen. Do you expect the Kings to be active and at least trying to get something done?
Yeah, but I don't know the timetable for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
It could be now. It could be January. It could be right before the deadline, February. We got 56 games left to go.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard right now, man. It's a tough watch right now. Russ is putting up numbers, DeMar getting his numbers, but at the end of the day, the team isn't winning right now. And so as a competitor, it's tough, I would imagine. And so, but here's the thing. The league knows Sacramento is desperate to make a move too. So you don't want to be going to it and, just make a move for the sake of moving and don't make a desperate kind of move or anything like that. So you got to be prudent and patient, to quote Scott Perry, if you will. So, if I had to guess, something will get done before the deadline, but I'm not sure if it's sooner rather than later.
Drapes, before you hit the Drape Take button, don't want to talk about the whole low-hanging fruit of De'Aaron Fox in that interview, but just as far as what's your take on some of these fans or people in the kingdom who, are falling head over heels that the Spurs and the Knicks are both playing in the Cup championship?
I mean, let's call it what it is. We knew they would be, right? We knew the Spurs were going to be good. We knew the Knicks were going to be good. And so, it hurts, man. It's sort of like seeing Luka Doncic.
Did we lose Drapes?
That's a phone call.
Yeah.
You pretty much tell he's probably on his phone. So
yeah,
that's a phone call. Somebody's probably asking him, dude, where you at? Why you ain't come hit the course with me?
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. For me, it's just low-hanging fruit that the Knicks and the Spurs are there and everybody here in Sacramento, not everybody, I should say, a percentage of people are up in arms.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. By the way, did you see that over the weekend, I think it was 23-12, Marvin Bagley had a big game.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
That was a surprise. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone keeps count, though, on just a lot of players that played here that are now having success.
Yeah.
Other places.
What we do, Kayla.
I know. I see it.
do.
I see it a lot on the social media platforms.
Yeah.
Like literally, as Drapes is coming back in, Marvin Bagley could have one game out of all 82, and everybody here in Sacramento. See what I'm saying?
Well, you're right, because I checked.
You're 15 in, and now all of a sudden he's at a double-double, and we shouldn't trade him.
You're right, because I checked his game logs, and he really hadn't had a very good year, but he had one
good game,
and Kyle Draper is back. Yes. Hello, Drapes.
Good. You guys got me okay?
Yeah, we got
Yes.
you. We got you.
All right. I'm going to go on record and saying Bonneville, Sactown Sports Lab, we got to come up with a better system. I'm on my home Wi-Fi. It's not the 3G over here, big fella. I'm at home on the strong. My signal is strong right here.
What we got to do with you?
How that happened? That's what sports thing, big fella. We got to level up.
What do we have to do with your connection over there on the golf course, man?
Technical. I'm at home. Like, this is the most secure. This is like Fort Knox or something. Like,
you ain't changed no VPNs over there, man.
Where were we? Well,
we're ready. Are you?
You asked me about De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah. No, I didn't ask about De'Aaron. I said about the thoughts of the Knicks and the Spurs making it the Emirates Cup championship and how some of the fans in the kingdom are, they're head over heels. That
gnashing
I told
their teeth
you.
And pulling their hair out.
They are.
I mean, it hurts. Let's be honest. I read that Anscape story from our boy Mark Spears, and I could just see De'Aaron Fox smiling from ear to ear, like the Cheshire Cat, if you will. Like he's happy. Mike Brown seems to be happy as well, and good for them. But damn, it hurts seeing those guys succeed. We knew they would, go into more ready to win situations with San Antonio and Wemby and their young talent, and then New York coming off the Eastern Conference Finals. But it's just a reminder, sort of like when Luka goes off those first few years after we didn't pick him. It was like, damn, we could have. I heard you guys talking about Marvin Bagley. He has one good game. It's, oh, man, we could have had, even Harrison Barnes goes off. And so it's just par for the course for us right now, man. And we need to turn the tide, man, and start getting some positive energy coming from this franchise right now.
Yeah, I know it might take a while, Drapes. We'll see. But I know when the Beam team was dominating and went to the playoffs, all that Lucas stuff and all the past stuff, Bagley, it didn't matter. Fans didn't care. So I know it's a long putt from here to get back to where you're winning. But if this team is winning, fans just feel like, it's all right. We got to where we wanted to be. So it's going to be tough sled until then. But once that happens, I think everything's going to feel a lot better around here.
No, it's like when your girlfriend or boyfriend levels up. You know what I mean? You busting your butt, you working hard. You know, you making X amount of dollars a day, and then all of a sudden she goes out there and marries an athlete or a CEO or somebody. You know, it hurts, man. But all you can do, man, as a Kings fan and the organization, is worry about yourself, man. You know what's in the past, especially because this is a new regime. Mm-hmm. This isn't Scott Perry that made these moves. You know what I mean? It isn't BJ Armstrong that made these moves. And so, you know, you got to try to look forward, but it's tough, man. You know, I want De'Aaron to do well. I want Mike Brown's my guy. I want him to do well, but it's like, damn. Like, here's the thing about De'Aaron Fox. And I understand it got to be a point where he wanted out, but, and he said it in the article, I think people forgot how good he was, you know, and is. And he's perfect for San Antonio, and he's looking great. But with that being said, roll the music, Jay. Roll the music, big fella. I got to
calm down. Take it easy, man. Just take it.
Got to get that upload speed up.
Yeah. So let me start off. We got 56 games left. Not that I'm counting, Kings fans. And what I'm seeing with our team is, we're competing, we're playing, but it's not enough. It's just not enough right now. I thought Russ played hard. DeMar played hard. I thought the guys played hard last night, you know, against Minnesota, but it still wasn't enough. And so, you know, I think what you're seeing now is maybe it's more than just effort and energy. It's about making winning basketball plays. And Whitey, I know you do this, big fella. I know you got the box score, but what we see from the Sacramento Kings has nothing to do with the box score because it's all about winning basketball plays. Do you get that rebound when you need it? Do you not turn it over in the clutch when you need it? Do you make the extra pass? These are some of the things we can't find out in the box score, and that's what's happening with the Kings right now. Look at how many offensive rebounds that Minnesota got yesterday. Mm-hmm. Getting the offensive rebound, getting the rebound is a winning basketball play. You can play great defense for 23 seconds, but if you don't secure the basketball, you're not making a winning basketball play. And so for me, it's not about they didn't hit shots. You know, the defense wasn't. You got to make winning basketball plays when it's time. And we're struggling doing that right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also, I mean, they're playing without Domantas Sabonis. You know, they're not a great team anyway. And then Levine went out. Yeah. So, you know, we got to keep that in mind, too. They're playing without Domantas Sabonis right now.
Yeah, they're playing without Domas. So, you know, and you're talking about an all-star caliber big man and all-NBA kind of center. Then you lose Zach Levine out there. And this team just doesn't have any margin for error right now. Mm-hmm. And I'll go back to what I said, I think it was last week or we've really never seen the Kings fully whole this season. Like, it never was what, you know, Scott Perry, Doug, and those guys envisioned in terms of the roster and the unit. Keegan Murray gets hurt to start the season. He comes back, then Domas gets hurt. Zach's hurt. You know, guys have been in and out. You know, I do want to say, you know, we didn't see Keon Ellis last night. And I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know. But I find it surprising. No Keon and no Devin Carter. And, you know, what I think is what we're seeing maybe, and this is just me talking, is we're coaching based on the opponent, like depending on the matchups. Mm-hmm. Certain nights, these guys, you know, fit better against this team versus that team. And like Nique Clifford only getting 13 minutes, you know? Right. And so it's hard for some guys to get into a rhythm, I would imagine. DeMar playing 39 minutes, Keegan playing 40 minutes. And so I just think Doug's still trying to search a little bit, but I think a lot of it has to do with the matchups. One of the bright spots, I think, the front court of Precious Achiuwa and Max Rain.
Oh, look, guess what happened, Jay? We lost some audio.
Now see what I'm saying? You talking about us.
This
I'm
internet.
gonna just leave that music up because I know it's
I
gonna
don't know
bounce
whose
back.
internet it is.
Nope, he's gone. We lost
Tell
him.
you, man. See what happens?
Dang.
Leaves Bonneville. All of a sudden, that paper ain't flowing. But there you go. Man, what's up, man?
Is he back? He's back.
You know
There
what's
he
so
is.
crazy?
So I mean, come on, man.
I can still see you guys. I can see you guys. I can hear you guys. I think it's on your end, Jay. Hey,
We got a mystery.
You know what it is? Jay using that old dial-up. You know where it goes. When you plug it in.
AOL.
That's what's
At AOL?
Yeah.
Take your phone out, put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, Precious has been great. When you guys say that?
He's been,
Yeah, he's been really good.
literally been excellent. Probably the biggest surprise of the year so far.
Yeah, I think so. And so I'd like to see him and Max Reynaud a little more in their front court. Now especially Drew Eubanks is hurt. Domas still banged up. It's just tough right now, man. I keep saying it. 56 games left to go. And I know, it's frustrating for pretty much everybody involved. Like, nobody wants it to go like this. Nobody wants to lose. 6-20, what are we, tied for the third worst record in the league? Nobody, especially me, thought we'd be here, man. But, I got to give a shout out to Doug, man, because as much of a competitor as he is, I know it's driving him crazy, man. And I haven't talked to him or anything like that, but, I feel for the guy because, he probably wants it more than anybody else in this city, and it's just not happening right now. That's all I got, man. I don't even need to look at the box score, Whitey and Jay. The box score, it doesn't matter what the box score says right now.
Drapes, I have a question for you. Speaking of the young guys, because you mentioned Max Reynaud, I know people maybe a little bit frustrated with Nique Clifford's numbers not being there the past couple of games, but put it in perspective when you are on the floor, if you're Nique Clifford, with some of these veterans. He's not really getting a ton of opportunities to showcase him. I feel like we can't jump to conclusions quite yet on who Nique Clifford is.
No, not at all. I mean, and that's one of the things, issues we've had in the past. We get a rookie a la Davion Mitchell and, we pigeonhole him and, this is who he is. And then he goes somewhere else and blows up. I think with Nique, he's such a good kid. He's so respectful of what the coaches in the organization wants. And we got some big personalities in terms of guys who have accomplished a lot in this league, whether it be DeMar, whether it be Russ or Zach. It's hard to walk in and be like, you know what? I'm the first, I'm a first round pick. I'm going to do my thing. It's hard to walk in like that. I remember talking to somebody from the Orlando Magic about Paolo Banchero. And now, mind you, Paolo was the number one pick. But when you look at that organization that he walked into, he didn't have the level of veterans that we have. So when he walked into Orlando, he had his chest out, his head held high. He said, you know what? I'm the future of this franchise. I'm the franchise guy. And he acted like that. That's hard to do, man.
Yeah.
When you got a Russ, a DeMar, a Zach, a Domas, you got so many guys that have accomplished things. And, when I look at Nique, let's not forget, we're only 24 games into his rookie, 26 games, into his rookie year. There's plenty of time, to see his development. So I don't want to put any kind of labels on him or people, to jump off his bandwagon yet. We haven't seen the full Nique Clifford repertoire yet.
I got a question for you. I know you said a few moments ago, you said, Whitey, you always look at the box score. Then you said the things that I'm talking about are not in the box score. And you said you got to make winning plays. Then you went to offensive rebounds to say, look at how many offensive rebounds Minnesota had, 15-4. How did you know that if you don't look at the box score? Are you like Rain Man or something where you can watch the game and know that guy had 4 blocks? Or how did you know the offensive rebound numbers?
Well, I do a half-hour post-game show after every game, right? And I do watch the games. I just know that. I just know that.
Yeah.
But you can look at offensive rebounds, and to me, it's about timely rebounding.
No, I got you. I know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about, Whitey.
Yeah.
Like, you could shoot 40% and still win a basketball game. Yeah. And so I just feel like the numbers now aren't the most important thing for this Kings team. It's, as you always, I always say, the eye test. Are you making the right plays at the right time? I was listening to your boy Kyle Shanahan on the pregame show yesterday.
The gospel. Listening to the gospel.
Yeah, no, but he was talking about Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah.
He was asked about Ricky Pearsall, and he says, when I evaluate a player, I don't look at the numbers. There's a number of different factors, why Ricky Pearsall didn't have a whole lot of targets the last 3 weeks. He looks at, did he run the right route? Was he in his right position? That kind of thing. And so when I'm looking at the Kings, to me, it's not, did they knock down their three-point shot? It's, did they have the correct spacing out there? Did they block out when they needed to be? Did they make the extra pass? And that's what we're struggling right now. We're putting up some numbers. We just aren't making the plays that actually matter and make a difference at the appropriate time.
Did he just compare himself to Kyle Shanahan, Jay? Did he kind of go there?
Okay.
Well, yeah, a pinch, man. That's what happens, man, when you're in the church of Shanahan.
Yeah.
It rubs off on you. Even if you are on a two-way
he's
pager.
He's not all bad. I mean, he's not all bad.
Yeah, man. What's up with
Even
your
though
two-way
Robert
pager?
Saleh is keeping that team together, but he's not all bad.
Hey, have you? I've been downtrodden by the squad, man, and I give you and everybody else in the kingdom so much love to continue to, watch the game and every single day, even though it is your job. So I'll move from that topic. Have you got your Christmas shopping done yet, man? I know you were on the verge the last couple of weeks.
I'm actually pretty good.
Ah,
I
boy.
think I might be done. I might be
wow.
done. But you know what? I like going out Christmas Eve, 2 days before Christmas.
The
hitting
pressure.
the mall. Yeah, so the
chaos.
kids, they gave me their list. It's funny, man. I don't know if it's like this in your household, Jay, or Whitey growing up, or anybody listening. My son Nick, he has 6 things on his list. 16-year-old boy.
Yep.
My 13-year-old girl Quinn got
50,
2,000
right?
things on her list.
I just
Seriously, dude. Nick's is simple. Some basketball cards or jersey. One thing Quinn asked for, she's over there right now. She's going to be mad at me. And I may get it for her. She wants a refrigerator for her room, Whitey. She's like, get it, big fella. She wants the mini
fridge.
Yeah, that's very
I
reasonable.
get it.
Of course, you got to give Queen that
Very
fridge,
reasonable.
man.
Yeah.
How does she not have one
Right,
already?
Hey,
is
what
the
are you
question.
talking about?
They're like, how come you don't have one already? You should already have one.
See what you're
Like,
Drapes, what you're looking at is, and I just went through this last year or 2 years ago, so you're right on par. This was the dream that I was told. It's not about the drinks or the food, Dad. It's about the makeup and things that have to go into the fridge
so
and the
true.
bathroom and all that. So yeah, man, you're crossing the
Okay,
bridge that I
okay.
just was there.
Well, the problem, Jay, too, is, Quinn's like, I want to put some snacks and drinks. I'm like, if I come back and see that fridge in 2 months, it'll be mold in there, bugs in there. I can't
have
trust
ants.
her.
I'm
So
with you, man.
that will not be under the tree. I can guarantee that. That will not be under the tree.
All right, Drapes. When are you? Let's see. You're back on TV Thursday, right? We can see you again on Thursday.
Yeah. So you can see me Thursday, Friday, whatever, big fella. I'm around.
Yeah.
I got
All right.
3 days off in a row, man. So I'm excited.
Hopefully not on that dial up over there.
Some AOL action.
1G.
Yeah,
Dude,
that
my
8-bit.
signal looks strong. You better check that Bonneville Wi-Fi.
He on 8 bits over there, man.
All right, Drapes. Thank you. We'll talk to you
All right,
soon.
see y'all
Thanks,
next
Drapes.
time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Number 1 Philadelphia Eagles.